welcome to Planet Hex. I'm Andrew Hornt. It's time to go back on the bay and check out some tapes. It's been a little while since I've done that. I've been trying to break up the VHS hunting on eBay videos a little bit lately, because I know I do a lot of those, but I've been trying to break those up. But every now and again, I need to get back on there and see what's going on in the world of eBay videotapes. Because you know me, I love my tapes. I'm Andrew Hornt. If you're not familiar with the channel, I wrote a book called VHS Ain't My Brain, all about the love of a certain formerly popular type of physical media, and I still love them to this day. So I hunt them around in the wild, I hunt them online, and I talk about them endlessly, and I really enjoy doing so. So I have an on-air sign. My wife has gifted me an on-air sign today while we were in town, and that was a nice surprise. This is going to form part of the new Planet Hex set, which is going to replace the old Nerd Corner elsewhere in the house. That is being renovated at the moment, so that's why I've been sat in the kitchen doing these videos lately. So you'll see what's been going on with that soon. So I've been out again in the wild looking for tapes, looking for physical media to enjoy and revisit, either here on the main Planet Hex show or on the two shorter episodes that I put out during the week, Planet Hex Review Time. There's only one review time this week because the second video I put out this week was a 30-minute chat with our Dungeons & Dragons GM, Andy Allen, all about the current progress of my new D&D group that I'm playing with. So you'll be looking out for some more of those episodes after each session. But of course, Planet Hex Review Time will continue anyway. So I have been out in the wild, looking for stuff to collect, and it's been fun. It's been fun doing so, but I haven't found anything. I mean, here's a little footage I shot while out and about in the wild. So it's been nice checking all these places out and enjoying myself, checking out all the new stuff that's around, video games, collectibles, action figures, merchandise. I love that sort of thing, but I'm still not finding any tapes out there. I do have my details have been passed on to some charity shops who do occasionally still get them, and I've let them know I'm especially looking for the big box VHS X rental stuff. And what we're going to look at today is some stuff like this: X rental VHS tapes. X-Rental Sci-Fi VHS tapes, because that's something I haven't done a load of searches on. Generally, I search for horror and action figures and stuff like that. So tonight it's going to be a little look at some Sci-Fi X-Rental VHS over on eBay to see what things are going for, see what's available, that sort of thing. Oh, crawl space. So straight away saw a film I would be quite interested in there. So I'm going to sort it to lowest price, because why not? Let's see what we can find. X rental for next to nothing. There we go. So the first thing, of course, that I see here is covers. So there'll be a lot of covers there. See, it's funny thinking of movies like Equilibrium and The Cell and even Alien Resurrection on VHS, because those are like to the back end of the VHS era. Less so Alien Resurrection, because that was like 97, but Equilibrium was like 2002 and The Cell was 2001, I believe. What have we got here? Oh, Project Shadow Chaser X-Rental Big Box time-coded sample. I'm going to have a look at that and that seller, because I love a bit of Project Shadow Chaser. Love those. Sleeve only chrome. So I have The Rage Carry 2 on VHS. I have a mass market one, not an X-Rental, and I like that film. And now I may be in the minority there, but I love the original Carrie. I really like the remake. I really like the sequel, Rage Carrie 2, and I like the remake starring Chloe Moretz. I think they did those pretty well, and for a 90s sequel, the Rage Carrie 2 is pretty solid. It's more akin to something like Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer, that sort of thing, but it does have some entertainment value, especially when I can't remember the character's name now, when the main character who has inherited Carrie's powers when her powers manifest, she has a tattoo on her arm that spreads all over her, and it's a really cool effect. Even now, it is still a really cool effect to look at. I do really enjoy that film. I do understand I'm in the minority there. Waterworld, I don't want that. So what I would be into is things like, oh, that looks cool. That looks great. It's stuff like the aforementioned Project Shadow Chaser, T-Force, Digital Man, all the stuff that had a very small budget, things from people like PM Entertainment and Green Communications and that sort of company, Trimark. I was a big Trimark fan for a while. So anything that's proper low budget stuff that was gifted with fantastic artwork that often made it a lot more appealing, especially when next to things such as Time Cop there. Oh, how can you resist a movie called Time Stalkers? I don't think I've seen that one before, so that's a new one to me. Terminal Entry, what have we got? Moontrap. Saw Moontrap a lot around back in the day. Never one that really grabbed hold of me. Robocop TV series, that was alright. The Second Arrival, no, not really. The Bronson movie. ID4, I know there's going to be a lot of things in a search like this, such as ID4 and Star Trek movies and things like that. I love Star Trek. But, oh, there's Screamers. X-Rental Big Box of Screamers, that's a nice one. Let's have a look at that. What else have we got here? Rollerball remake. Turner and Hooch. That's not a sci-fi movie, but fair enough. Scanner Cops 2, here we go. Here's some junk. I do slag films off. I do make fun of films for the budget and the acting and so on, but that's the sort of thing that I really enjoy, because there's still been an effort made in it, and I still found a load of entertainment value in low budget things throughout the VHS era. T-Force, yes! And sorry, distracted there. And beyond. I love these cheapy movies. So how much is that? $4.99 plus $4.45 postage, and that's $5.75 and £4 postage. Okay, I will have a look at that one at the top there. Let's get a couple more to open up here. Let's see what we've got going on. Come on, more low budget junk, more junk. I do love junk. Shadow Men, not one that really grabbed me. Dark City was fantastic. And there's Digital Man that I mentioned. Had the poster for Digital Man, picked that up from a comic shop that sold VHS posters as well. Never saw the movie, and I fully expect it to be something terrible on the long lines of Cyborg Cop. Nightfall, that's an interesting one. That was the a movie adaptation of the legendary Isaac Asimov story, and Asimov is just a deity to me. I love that guy's stuff. Class of 1999, which I have right here, £7.14. I think mine was a bit cheaper than that. Antitrust, Doberman. Let's see if we've got one more, and then we can go through the ones I've got open. What else have we got? Come on, Solar Warriors. That looks awesome. Okay. Oh, and Phoenix. Phoenix was one I had on DVD, where I used to get them from Poundland, where you could get 2 movies on one DVD back in the day. Replicant, another T-Force. Seems to be a lot of copies of T-Force around. Do you know, I'm fine with that. Because I really like T-Force. That was fun. That was to me anyway. So, the first Project Shadow Chaser, that's got a very battered cover. That's a shame. That cover is not in good condition, which is a shame, because it is a really good film. I really enjoy that movie. I really enjoy that series of movies, things like Night Siege and Gates of Time that came after it. But I am going to have a look at that seller's other items. What else have we got? 5 X-Rental Big Box. Okay. X-Rental Big Box. Oh, The Creeps. The Creeps, the Full Moon movie. On Witchboard, that's DVD. Project Shadow Chaser. It's a shame. I did wonder about that being quite so cheap. Oh, there's Dolls there. I had a copy of Dolls in the previous incarnation of my VHS collection, and I do really regret selling that. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so this copy of The Creeps, let's have a look. That's a nice looking copy. Let's have a look at the back. Yeah, nice, cheesy, marvellous movie, produced and directed by Charles Band himself. So I'm going to put that on my watch list. It's not one I'm going to buy it now. I'm not a fan of buy it nows. I don't know why. I prefer to bid on something. I get a bit more entertainment and excitement out of that. That copy of Dolls, a couple of scuffs on the cover there, but that artwork is iconic, and that's a good-looking tape. So, Dolls, it's a great horror movie, quite simply. And the twist is shown there on the cover. When the dolls get destroyed, it reveals weird, creepy human skeletons underneath, little tiny miniature human skeletons. And I find that very, very cool and creepy. So, okay, that's a bite now as well. Let's get this guy's other items up. I'll leave that tab open because I may have to buy that now and get that back in my collection. So, Creeps and Dolls are the same seller. So we've got this Scalpel, Dolls on DVD. It's all the same seller. Of course it is. I was just looking at it. What am I talking about? So, may have to pick that up at the end of the episode. It's a celebration of life and VHS and all things that are marvellous. Look at that artwork. You can pretty much guarantee that there is no image like that in the movie. Let's have a look on the back there. Okay, there's a diver, there's some action scenes, there's a lady in a bikini. You know that cover image is not in there. Not one I'm gonna pick up, I'm afraid. Time Stalkers looks fun. It's way past time to kill the future. Let's have a look at the back of that. Not one I've heard of. Not one that I remember. I don't remember that at all. It's always good to see gaps in my knowledge there. I'm appreciative of that. Can I see the seller's other items? Let's have a look just in case there's anything else exciting there. Time Stalkers, Offensive Shaolin Long Fist. Oh, Eric the Viking, that was fun. Killing Time, Master of the House. Nothing else I really want there. If you ever get to see this movie, Screamers, this was really good. The effects haven't dated particularly well. However, the film has, apart from the CG, the silence of space is about to be shattered. There's some really cool scenes in that. What's the tape looking like? Is that a scuff or is that mold on there? Oh no, it's a scuff on the tape case. But that is a really good film. I do recommend that one. There's a bit of a sci-fi horror thing going on there. Scanner Cop 2, Vulcan's Revenge. Now this is junk, but it's fun junk. I mean that in the nicest way. Let's have a look at what this VH Saviors. Yes, you get my seal of approval, mate. That is a great username. 18 Retro Horror Bundle Job Lot. That's good. They're not ex-rentals, this. That's not the sort of thing I'm after. Got Leprechaun there for 30 quid. Leprechaun's fun. Yes, that's the one with Jennifer Aniston in it. Flash Gordon. Nothing else grabbing me right there. However, I am going to go and follow that user because I think I need to. I think I need to keep an eye on that user. Okay, let's have a look at this T-Force. How can you not love a cover like that? There's a space gun. There's them about the 21st century. There's someone in armor with another gun. Look at these badasses there in armor. It is gloriously awful, and I adore it. So that is. I'm going to watch that as well, and have a think about buy it now stuff. I don't know why I don't give in and do more buy it now stuff, because I'm possibly just tight. It's the Yorkshire in me coming through. No Vacation, Step for Children. There's some hentai there. The Laughing Dead, The Vineyard, Lobster Man from Mars. Now that is a title. Shock 'em Dead. Shock 'em Dead is great. Tracy Lords and Michelangelo Batio in it. But I'm not going to do a bite now on that. I'm just going to go back there so I've got T-Force open, and I'll decide on T-Force or Dolls in a little while. Okay, so we've got Digital Man. Matthias Hughes is Digital Man. He only knows one way to fight, to the death. I mean, look at that cover art. How can I not love that as a teenager? I was really pleased to have that on my wall back in the day. Very cool cover. Oh, there's some damage at the bottom. that puts me off because I am a big fan of the artwork. I would want that to be in unscuffed condition. Right, let's have a look at Solar Warriors. Look at that. It looks like Jason the Wheel Warriors crossed with Hawk the Slayer. Not Hawk the Slayer, what's the other one? Deathstalker. I was thinking of Deathstalker. And someone playing hockey? What's going on? Let's have a look at the back of this. This looks cool. Far in the future, when the state is in total control of everyone and everything, a group of young renegades, the Solar Warriors, discover a mystical force which has travelled to Earth from a distant star. Its name is Bodhi, and it will change the lives of those brave enough to follow in its path forever. Yeah, that sounds like the setup to a cartoon. That does sound good. So what have we got here? So that's $4.49 and $4.45 economy delivery. Something like spares. All mold free. Do you know? Let's see what postage on that is. Okay, there's only one thing for it. So I just bought T-Force. That's going to go with my X-Rental collection. I'm trying to just concentrate on getting X-Rental big box ones from now on, rather than getting any of the small box ones, unless it's something I really desperately want. So I'm pleased with that. That is my night made. I'm thoroughly pleased with that indeed. So while it has been a bit of a bust hunting in the wild lately, I am still going to carry on doing it because it is fun to do, and I'm going to look forward to getting hold of this and watching this movie and revisiting it. It's always fun to revisit these things. Please do like and subscribe if you like this sort of thing, if you want to check out some more VHS stuff with me. And so there's a Planet Hex full length like this each weekend, and in the week there's a couple of reviews in Planet Hex Review Time. Thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Planet Hex.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and validate my existence.